It's your host with the most, the face that runs the place, the champ that runs the camp is here live on YouTube.com with another episode of the Sunday Snapback with your host, yours truly, John, here in the building. Very excited to give this video to you guys. After last night, I was all sucked up into the hype. I was definitely into the pageantry of this fight last night, Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. That was something I've been waiting for a very, very long time. I was very vested in it. I did two previous videos, one for Conor McGregor and one for Floyd, basically describing the chances and what they need to do to win this fight. Now, to be honest with you, the fight played out differently than I expected. I'm pretty sure differently than everyone expected. There's a couple things I do want to spot out here and pull out here, and I'll definitely get to this a little bit later. But let's just start from the top. Let's start from the beginning. The entrances themselves to them actually meeting in the ring, it was kind of a surreal feeling because it was like, I can't believe this is about to happen. And when you see him stand toe to toe with the referee in the middle, it's like, oh shit, this is really about to happen. It was an amazing feeling to be a part of that, just watching it, you know. And I was thinking to myself, this is really about to happen. I wonder how the first few rounds will play out, because that's going to set the tempo for the rest of the fight. And I said this at first. I made a big mistake by saying that. And I'm leaning more towards Conor McGregor's side when I say that, because in rounds 1, 2, and 3, he was very productive. Threw a lot of punches. He landed some punches too. So for all the people that said he couldn't land a punch on Floyd Mayweather, you're sadly mistaken. I liked his productivity. I liked his fight, and I liked the fact that he actually approached Floyd and he really brought it to him somewhat. Floyd, on the other hand, he just sat back and he kind of, I felt like he was giving those rounds to him because he was trying to figure him out. I mean, and if you know a Floyd Mayweather fight, he's very methodical, he's very patient, and that's what he was doing. But I mean, there was one punch, there was an uppercut that Conor McGregor caught Floyd with. It looked pretty good. It looked pretty good, and I thought that, you know, like, oh shit, this dude can really throw something. But then, you know, as the rounds went on, especially in rounds 4 and 5, I started to notice he started to decline. He started to get winded, and that's when I noticed fatigue is going to beat him. Not so much Mayweather throwing the punches that he did. Don't get me wrong, Floyd throwing those punches that he threw definitely helped, but I mean, fatigue really beat Conor McGregor in this match, in this boxing match. Floyd just sealed the deal, being as good as he was in that ring. Like, Floyd, I mean, there was a couple punches that he missed, a couple of rights he missed, but Floyd definitely looked like typical Floyd Mayweather, you know, a defensive stance. But what he surprised me with, what Floyd really surprised me with, is the fact that he really chased him. He got after him. You know, he covered up on the inside right here just to keep him from getting hit with a couple jabs, because the jabs that Conor McGregor was throwing at him, there was a few that tagged him. You know, maybe not that much when it comes to damage or power, but they were there. You know, and that's when I noticed, it's like, see, there's a difference between conditioning for an MMA fight and a boxing match. And it's clear, you know, the more the rounds went by, I noticed, like, man, I see Conor McGregor in his corner. He's like, you know, looking around, and you know, he seems tired. Floyd in the corner is like, all right, let's go. Like, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like to me watching this fight. You know, a couple good things I do want to say about McGregor. He should feel proud for him going as far as he did. 10 rounds. I said 6. He went to 10, and I think that shocked everybody that he went to 10. The fact that he got in that ring and he threw hands with one of the best of all time, if not the best, and he landed a couple punches that would make you question if this dude should really be in an MMA octagon rather than being in a boxing ring, because he didn't look bad. He didn't look bad, but he ain't no Pacquiao either now. But he didn't look bad. You know, he got sloppy as the rounds went on. He got more tired. The gloves got lower. The punches started coming out a whole lot slower. His reaction time was getting worse and worse as the rounds went by. It seemed like Floyd was at 10 the entire fight, and then he cranked it up to like 15 in rounds, like 5 through 10. That's what it seemed like. You know, it seems like Floyd got better with time. And Conor McGregor got worse as the fight went on, you know? So yeah, Conor McGregor should definitely feel proud of what he did, not just for boxing, but for MMA as well too. This might open the door to a lot of more cross MMA and boxing matches, maybe, you know. But Conor McGregor should held his head high. He should definitely hold his head high because of what he accomplished that night. One thing I did want to pick out though with this whole thing, and I agree with this too, because I seen the post-fight interview with McGregor. He felt like after the 9th bell, going into the 10th round, and when the referee called it, he felt like, man, he should just let him put me down. You know, I remember him saying that, like, man, just let the man put me down already. And I felt a rush of respect from McGregor on that level, because that's a true fighter or warrior's mentality. Like, if I'm gonna go out, let me go out by the hand of my opponent, not so much being saved by the referee, even though the referee is there to keep everyone alive, or at least to keep the fight fair. I do agree with that. It would have been nice to see him get knocked down and then the referee call it after he was to get back up and have spaghetti legs. Because let's be honest with you, his legs were gone in like round 8 to me. Late round 7, early round 8. You know, I just started to notice like his footwork wasn't there anymore. He was just exhausted. He was tired. But McGregor definitely has nothing to be ashamed of. He did his best, and he should ride off into the sunset or ride into another fight in the octagon with his head held high. Floyd, on the other hand, 50-0. What else can you say? Floyd did what Floyd does. He wins. He fought and he won. Very precision-oriented fight by Mayweather. Very calm and methodical. He was his composure, very composed, because I would assume, after that very first round, like I said, that uppercut that kind of caught him with, it looked good. It looked damn good to me. And I'm pretty sure it caught Floyd by surprise, too, to where maybe in his mind he thought, he was like, oh, I really got caught with this. But he held his composure like it just rolled off his chin, so to speak. And he just kept going on. And so I think that's what Floyd really prided himself off of, is the fact that no matter what punch McGregor threw at him, he would be prepared for it. He would be able to roll with it. Because what I started to notice was there were a couple of punches that hit Floyd to where it was almost like he would just walk straight through it, or like it just wouldn't cause him any damage. And it was half the reason because McGregor was fucking exhausted. The other half was because of the fact that, Floyd, I'm pretty sure at this point in the game, he already knew that whatever punches that McGregor was going to throw at him, it's not like he couldn't prepare himself to deal with the aftermath of that blow. Like he wouldn't leave himself for another follow-up after that uppercut if need be. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, it's a boxing thing. So, with Floyd, he did a great job. He did what he came to do. He fought and he won. Scorecard-wise, I heard a couple crazy stories about the scorecard. Some of the judges had it like 89, 81 or something like that. If I had to give or allocate rounds to people, I would give the first 3 rounds, not by much though, but I would give the first 3 rounds to McGregor. For rounds 4 and 5, a little bit of a toss-up, but I'm going to lean, if I have to pick a side, I'll give it to Mayweather in rounds 4 and 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, I would give it to Floyd. That's just my honest opinion. Another what-if scenario that was pretty interesting that I thought of, let's just say McGregor would have kept up that pace that he started the fight off with. How would things have played out? I think and I'm thinking about this now, if he would have stayed with that same tempo, he would have went 12 rounds. Because he was already at 10 and he was gassed. So if he would have stayed with that same tempo, he would have went to round 12. But he wouldn't have won the fight on the scorecard. There's just no way. He wouldn't have won the fight on the scorecard. But, that's just what I took from the fight. I enjoyed it. It wasn't not a Rocky, but it was the fight that was going to happen. And I think some people just came into the fight with some unrealistic expectations because, Conor McGregor, as good as he is in the octagon, he's coming into the boxing ring. And then you got to think about the fact that you're fighting for Mayweather. Mayweather is no slouch. He is undefeated for a reason. So when it comes to being realistic about being unrealistic, I just think some people really had some real Rocky-like expectations for this fight. And I think the people that were disappointed with the fight just were disappointed because they didn't see anything reminiscent from a Rocky movie. You know what I'm saying? But this is my honest opinion on it. I'm glad it's over now, and I'm just glad that we have the chance to talk about this now, and it'll be in the history books. And I have lived through it to see it, and I can pass this down to my children that I'll have in the future. But yeah, that's the episode, guys. That's a review on the fight for y'all. Please contact me at johnnysnapback@gmail.com. Leave all your questions, comments, and concerns in my comment section below. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram.com. Johnny Snapback is the name for both of those respective pages. And that's all I got for y'all until Sunday. See ya.